What's up guys? So recently I posted a video about making this system here, which allows you to fire an orbital cannon using a fishing rod, but this looks terrible and it's extremely janky. So I've gone ahead and I've redesigned the entire thing. Okay, so this is the revamped system. You can see those with the keen eye will see that there's no blocks in the middle right here extending all the way there. It looks much nicer. You can see there's our system and the wiring goes all the way under, and actually now goes up here instead of throwing an item right here. Looks much nicer, it works better. I mean, it doesn't really work better, it works the same, but you get the point. How'd you go about setting up this system for yourself? Well, it's pretty simple. First, go to your cannon and figure out what the origin is. It's going to be this orange block of glass right here. Grab those coordinates, put them into a calculator, and divide them by 8. So, let's see, 4,000, 4,000. 4,000 divided by 8 is 5,000. Okay, so, now let's head back into the nether. Or not 5,500. Let's head back into the nether. Let's develop the cubic meters test world has a lot of funky things going on. Anyways, go back into the nether. Find out where you want to put your nether side. I'm just gonna do it on the roof because it's the simplest. And then put in the schematic that I put in the description. This has the whole system, and we can grab a stick to adjust it. So let's configure it and put them at those coordinates that we found. So 500, 500, 500, 500. Okay, and then we'll move it up as we need. So that should be good. Okay, so there's actually a huge thing I forgot to mention when talking about the instructions. So basically, this whole pressure plate system needs to be in an unload chunk, or like a chunk that would normally be unload. So how to tell is turn on chunk border, or chunk boundaries, whatever, and basically whichever chunk that this whole system is in is going to be loaded, plus one outside of it. So this chunk is loaded, so is this one, but this one isn't. However, you would need to shorten it here because just the pressure plate needs to be outside. But if this redstone torch is outside, then the can will be, or not the can, it just won't work. So yeah. Okay, now we should be able to just place it. Oops, gotta switch to mode 5. Place it. We're not gonna turn on chunk loading just yet, but we will in a second. So let's test that when we close it. Oh, this port is set for same with this one, and check the last one, and that's it. Now finally we're going to move this portal over here, and we can move this glass block. That was an accident. And play out of 100% of the part, so that's good. So now we can just remove this schematic, and we can turn on chunk loading. So you actually also in the overworld need to extend the portal up one, like make it taller, and this is for the item. Okay, and then again, if you want, you can add hoppers to catch the block, like I'm going to do. Hopper, and we're gonna grab a chest. That's a trap chest. Okay, now you can just build a little kind of like cage thingy here to catch the block. Hold on. Oh shoot, I built it in high. Yeah, so just build like a little thing to catch the blocks that come through the portal, just like this. Okay. Okay, so now we should test the system to make sure it works. So this dropper is full, and we're gonna go test it. So let's go grab ourselves a fishing rod. Put in our offhand, make sure the main hand is empty, and make sure chunk loading is on. We're gonna come over here, cast it onto the pressure plate, and go through the portal. And from here, let's head back to the cannon, and if there's already an item in this chest, then that means the chunk the pressure plate is in is not going to be unloaded. But if we retrieve the bobber, you can see an item went through, and there's now an item in the chest, which means it works perfectly. And when you pull the fishing rod and nothing comes through, that means that pretty much nothing is load normally. Like if you forgot to turn off, or if you forgot to turn on chunk loading again, then that's what will happen. How would you use this normally? So what we can do is let's go find a target. And these things go this way because that's what the cannon's facing. And let's just like go. Can really go anywhere, but let's just go right here. Here we are. And then, so it's not too far, but it's kind of far. Let's just make a waypoint there. If you don't have journey map, you can't really do that, but it's alright. Alright, so now let's grab the coordinates of this and punch them into the spreadsheet. So we're just gonna start with the nuke. The origin of the cannon is 4,000, 4,000. The target is 5212 and 4687, right? Yep, looks about right. And here's, oops, 4687. Yep. And here's all of our stuff. So let's go back to the cannon and let's start the fun sequence. Load the cannon as normal again. So trim of 1, count of 153, so 3, 5, 1, that's 6, and then Z trim of 7, and the count of 85. Right, and then a nuke. Either works, but either stab or nuke works, but I'm just gonna do nuke first. Chunk loading is on, everything's working, and start the firing sequence. Okay, so the cannon's finished doing its thing, so let's go over here. Fishing rod in offhand, main hand empty. Actually, make sure that the dropper is loaded. Yep, it is. Now fishing rod offhand, and your main hand's empty. Cast onto the pressure plate, and then go through the portal. Now you can just in your inventory until you're ready to fire. But you can't log out, and it has to stay in your inventory, or else can will fire. I think. Well, if you log out, it'll just explode, but it doesn't really matter. Just don't log out and keep it in your inventory, and I wouldn't recommend putting it in your hotbar so you don't accidentally misclick. So now you can just stay in your inventory until you're ready to fire the cannon. which we are gonna go do right now. So this system is great because you can now be where the cannon is supposed to fire and then fire, which is pretty great. So, let's say you're making a grand old speech to like some people, and you want to show them the might of the orbital cannon. So now you just pull out your fishing rod and fire. Now, it's going to take pretty long for me because my computer's not that great, but theoretically it should come instantly if you had like a really high-end PC. But again, mine's definitely not, so it'll take a bit longer. But it'll be here pretty much any second now, and your enemies will cower in fear. I don't know what's going on. Oh wow, here it is. Enemies can know the true might. Wait, where's my podium? Now your enemies can know the true might that you have on in this world. Okay, now let's try a stab shot. But as you can see, so let's try the stab shot this time. Trim of 1, 3, 5, 1. Trim of 7. Oops. Count of 85. And let's do a stab charge. So the TNT's ready. Same things before. Fishing on offhand with your main hand empty. On the pressure plate, go through the door, get out of there, and go to okay, so say that you believe your enemies have a hidden vault somewhere. Now if you've maybe it's under the base, imagine there's like a house here. But now you can use a stab charge and immediately be there to search for evidence. So let's wait for that. And there it is. So now you can be there. Oh wow, there's a vault over here. Let's see what's in there. Oh wow, there's a bunch of diamonds. Let's go. Okay, yeah. So there you go. That's the version 2 of the Orbital Strike fishing rod fire. Thanks for watching, I guess. Have a good one. I don't think I'll make it version 3, but if I do, it'll probably either automatically refill the dropper, or maybe it'll hijack the auto firing system so that we can use that instead. Anyways, have a good one.